Hello. Today we are going to have a go on Dissection Simulator, Frog Edition. Not sure if there are other editions beyond Frog, but we're doing Frog today. Here we go. Oh, I'm a giant. Oh, that's handy. We can adjust the table.
Welcome to the virtual laboratory.
Hello.
My name is Wendy Martin, science teacher. I'll be
Hello,
guiding
Wendy
you
Martin,
throughout
science
the
teacher.
experience.
Funny name.
Let's get you used to the controls before we get started.
Okay. Oh.
There is a thumbstick on top
necessary?
of the controller. Move it around with your thumb.
Doing it.
Now let's practice teleporting.
Let's turn this music
down
off.
At your feet. There is a grid
I'm doing it,
around
Wendy.
you. Press down on the
Turn that
thumbstick
off.
on top of your controller and aim
We've
at a
got
point
this.
on the grid.
Yeah, got
Once
it.
you let go, you'll move to that point.
I did that, Wendy.
This is handy for reorienting yourself if you don't have a big area to move around in. But if you have a large enough play space, you can always just walk around.
Yeah.
Use whatever method is most comfortable.
Might do a bit of both, Wendy. Bit of both. I've tried teleporting, lot. I've done that. Don't need to do any more. How do we start? Skip tutorial? I think that's right. Yes, here she is.
So today we're going to be dissecting a frog.
Cool.
Let's begin by reviewing some basic frog facts.
Frog facts.
Frogs are in the
Brace
phylum
yourself.
Chordata, which means they have a backbone. They're in the class Amphibia and the order Anura.
She's very flat.
Now, Anura means without
Don't mean that in a
tail.
rude way.
Adult
Just she's got
frogs
no
and
depth to
toads,
her.
unlike other amphibians, like salamanders, for example, are tailless. Amphibians live on both
look.
land and water.
Oh.
Amphibian actually means double life. Some amphibians, like frogs, will live in the water only during their larval
Yep.
stage, but they do come back as adults.
Come on,
to
Wendy,
lay
you're going to
eggs
lose
in the
me.
water.
No, we don't need to replay Wendy.
Frogs go through a complete metamorphosis. They start
do.
their lives as an aquatic tadpole with gills and fins, and as they mature, they metamorphosize and they develop lungs and legs, and they eventually move on to land.
A bit grainy, but oh yeah, it does work. Ooh. Sorry, pressing on.
Now, before we get our equipment organized, let's do a quick review of today's lab objectives.
Okay.
These are the things to consider as you are looking at
Stuff.
your specimen today. Number one,
Whoa.
you should be able to describe the
getting
appearance
closer.
of the organs as you are observing them. Number two,
What's
you
this
should
do?
be able to
Whoa.
identify the organs
Probably just
and
sends you
label
back.
them
Refresh.
on a diagram after the lab is over. Number three, you should be able to identify
Yeah,
the
function.
functions
We're not.
of
I'll
the
be honest,
organs that
Wendy.
we are observing today.
Not going to be doing that bit.
Number four,
Just
you should
do the
always
stuff
be thinking about how the
and forget
frog's anatomy
instantly.
compares to your own anatomy.
Yes.
And number five, you should always be working to demonstrate proper dissecting procedure
Super safe.
and, of course, safety.
Yes, safety. See, I got there first. Good, good, good. Let's press on. Whoa,
Okay,
Jesus.
now let's make sure we have the proper equipment.
We do. Look, it's
If you
here.
look to your left on the tray, you will see all of the equipment that we're going to be using today.
Yep.
You can pick up any of the tools on the tray, but
Oh,
remember, you'll need to put them
stabby,
back
stabby.
onto the tray if you want to
course.
pick up another.
Okay.
So let's see what
I
we
can-
have.
I can pick
And
up two
after
at the
we
same time.
identify
Wendy, look
them,
at me.
You can pick it up and put it down before you move on to the next one if you want.
Snippy snippies.
You should see a scalpel we'll use for
Check.
incisions. You should see a pair of scissors for
Check.
cutting. A blunt probe for moving things around
Oh.
and pointing things out.
Oh,
A pair of forceps for grabbing.
Yeah.
And lastly, there's a magnifying
oh,
lens.
I'm struggling a
The
bit there.
magnifying lens can be held up to the frog or other objects to reveal details. For now,
He works on one
pick it
side.
up, hold it up, and look at me.
I'm looking at you, Wendy. Looked at Wendy. Put that down. Okay, I've got it. Whoa, there's the frog. There he is.
Okay, good job. Let's now begin
I can pick
to
him
look
up.
at some of the external features. Look at the frog that is sitting in front of you.
He's not
The
sitting,
skin
Wendy.
of a frog is very thin and moist. Some amphibians use
Oh.
their skin for gas exchange.
That is
To
creepy.
prevent them from drying out,
Do,
some
do, do,
amphibians,
do, do,
like
do,
frogs,
do,
have mucus
do.
glands. Mucus glands will secrete a waterproof coating that helps keep their skin moist and slippery.
Oh, yes.
Pick up the magnifying lens
Okay,
from your
yes.
tool tray and look closely at the mucus glands.
Righto,
Like
let's
all glands,
do
they
that,
will
Wendy.
secrete as needed.
I wasn't listening. Do I look at the mucus glands? Where are they? Oh, here. It's telling me where to look. Oh. Oh, either so. Oh, I don't know. Is that going to count? I think I've done it anyway. Oh, look at his mouth. Whoa, that is proper creepy. Let's put that down. Yeah, we've done that. Whee!
Now, if you
She
pick up
jumps
the
me.
frog and flip it over,
I mean, I already
you will
did,
notice what
but
we
yeah.
call counter shading.
There you go, fella.
The top and the bottom of the frog are different colors. This is helpful in nature in camouflage.
Camouflage, yeah.
Frogs can have pigmented skin cells
He's
called
waving.
chromatophores
He's waving,
that give
Wendy.
them
Look.
coloration.
Wendy is
Some
waving.
frogs can actually change color in order to camouflage.
Look at that
You
one.
can check out the chromatophore cells by looking
Camo
at them
frog.
closely with a magnifying lens.
What am I doing? Not paying attention. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I don't understand why that's appeared there. That's a bit confusing, isn't it? Like, I can't actually read that. It's too grainy. Oh, I can't want to go in close. Look. Oh, there you go. But the writing's in the way of the frog. We'll assume I've done that bit and skip on to the next section, I think. Okay,
Go ahead and put the frog back on its belly.
On his belly.
Frogs have 4 appendages. 2 forelimbs, or front limbs, and 2 muscular hind limbs for jumping.
There we go.
Lift the front legs with the forceps. Their front legs are short and specially designed to absorb the impact of landing.
What are the forceps? Is that this?
Their front feet are not webbed and usually have 4 toes.
Woo!
Now lift the muscular back legs.
Is that meant to happen, Wendy?
These back legs are also useful in swimming.
Wendy, that's frightening me.
Frogs have webbed rear feet, usually
I'm going to put him down. Oh, Jesus Christ, look. I'm not sure that worked quite as it was meant to. Oh, look, that's better, look. Oh, dance with me. Okay. Put him down. Again.
Now we're going to look at the eye. Frogs have large, bulging eyes that rotate
They
in
do.
their
Look at
socket,
that.
providing sight in almost any direction.
Hello.
Frogs have upper and lower eye membranes, and in addition, they have a nictitating membrane. This thin membrane comes from the lower eyelid and can cover the eye to clean and protect it. It's not always visible in a preserved specimen,
Kiss the frog.
but if you use the magnifying lens, you may be able to see it on the lower eyelid.
I'm going in. I mean, it does, when you get really close, it does actually magnify properly, doesn't it? Kind of. That'll do. Pop it down. Hey.
Now go ahead and touch the external nares with the probe.
I beg your pardon? This is the
The
probe.
structure is similar to your nostrils.
Oh,
The external nares allow for entry and exit of the air. Their nostrils are located on the top of their head to allow breathing while most of the head is
what?
submerged.
I thought that was the nostril. Is that not the nostril? I think I'm just gonna generally have a bit of a poke around because this. I mean, actually, the physics and stuff on the frog are brilliant. Look, you can have a proper poke around. Pop that back. Next, where's she gonna put
Although
there?
frogs have a good sense of hearing, they don't have a typical external ear structure.
No.
Instead, frogs have a tympanic membrane behind each eye.
Ah.
The tympanic membrane is similar to your eardrum. Touch it with the probe.
Oh, I think I just
These
did that
membranes
when I
pick
was
up
looking for the
sound waves
nostril.
and carry
Whee!
them into the internal ear. It is the hearing organ of the frog.
Hello.
And is also used
Does that feel
in
good?
equilibrium and balance.
Ooh. Froggy like that. Good old Froggy.
Now let's go ahead and look at the inside of the mouth.
Oh,
Open
I've
the
done
mouth
that
with the
already, look.
forceps.
That's the forceps, is this one.
Using the magnifying lens, look closely at the upper jaw.
What?
You will see many small maxillary teeth.
Hang on.
The lower jaw has none.
Wendy's,
Near the
he's
internal
moving
nares
again.
are the 2 vomerine teeth
He's
on the
dancing
roof of the
again,
mouth.
Wendy.
Frogs don't chew their food. They
Ah, there we
swallow
go.
it whole. Therefore, the
Oh,
teeth they have are
is-
used only for grasping and holding the prey as they swallow.
Just going to put that down. Okay, I mean, yeah, we kind of, yeah. Again? Where's she going to appear? There.
Look at the tongue. Unlike yours, a frog's tongue attaches to the front of the mouth.
Yeah.
A frog's tongue is sticky and will extend out of the mouth to latch onto insects
Oh,
or
look.
other small
Ooh.
prey.
Oh, my God, look. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, Froggy. Pop him back down. Gotcha. Nice.
Now, on the far side of the oral cavity, you will see
I wonder what I was
2
looking at
larger
for a minute
openings.
there.
These are the eustachian tube openings. Touch them with the probe.
Oh, I'm not probing him again.
The eustachian tubes of a frog play a role in hearing and equilibrium and balance. They connect the external tympanic membrane to the internal.
This is a bit graphic. It's a bit graphic, Wendy.
Go ahead and try to open the mouth wider. At the back of the mouth are two openings. The small slit-like opening is the glottis, which leads to the respiratory system. The larger opening above the
sure he's not still alive?
is the esophagus, which leads to the stomach.
Come with the frog! Right, next. Come on. Ooh. Oh, he's having a little lay down now, look.
Now it's time to cut the frog open and study its internal anatomy.
Oh, okay. You say that like it's a bit rough. The frog should be
on its back with its limbs pinned to the tray.
Like so.
Pick up the scalpel. Between the hind legs, make a small incision with it.
What, here?
Now put the scalpel down and grab your scissors.
I don't actually see that
Continue to
cut.
cut up the center of the frog's body with scissors, cutting through both the skin and the muscle.
I think...
Make horizontal incisions just above the legs and just below the arms.
I mean, we probably went a bit far there. Oh, I see. Like this.
Now, put the scissors back
and
grab the forceps. Using the forceps, fold the skin and muscle flaps back and away from the body.
Oh, we might be struggling with this bit. Am I using the right tool? These are the forceps, aren't they? There's no other equipment. I don't really know. Well, we might have come unstuck here. Oh, there we go. I just had to get that corner. These are a bit trickier. There we go. We're in. Oh my God, look at that. That's interesting. Diagram of the human body over there. Maybe you can use that to compare. I'd rather not, but okay. Don't know if I mentioned, by the way, this is completely free, this experience.
Now look into the body cavity.
Going in.
Yellow finger-like projections on the sides are fat bodies.
Oh, yeah.
It may be necessary to remove some of these with forceps in order to see the organs clearly.
Okay.
They can be placed in the tray next to the frog.
What tray? Oh, this tray.
Fat bodies provide extra fat for mating, metamorphosis, hibernating, and protection of the eggs in a female.
Wow. Crazy stuff. Next.
A female frog may have masses of developed eggs filling the body cavity and hiding the organs. It looks like you have a female, so it's going to be necessary to remove them with the forceps.
Okay, what am I removing? I'm just going to... Oh my God, there's like a bloody big pebble or something, look. Massive. Could make a face or something, look. Anyway.
Now let's start looking at some of the major organs. The frog's heart is the small triangular organ at the top. Unlike a mammal heart like yours, it only has 3 chambers, 2 atria at the top and 1 ventricle below. Carefully remove the heart with the forceps.
Done it.
Go ahead and place it next to your frog.
Also done. Next.
Just below the heart,
yes.
the 3-lobed liver is the largest organ in the frog's body.
That is big.
It produces bile used in digestion.
Go
ahead and remove the liver with the forceps.
Next.
Now pick up the liver and look on the underside of it. You should see a small greenish empty looking sac, kind of like a deflated balloon.
Do you want me to just pick it up? I'm confused. Oh. What am I picking up? Was I just not paying attention? Nothing wants to pick up. Wendy, what am I doing? Don't leave me hanging, Wendy. None of these things look like a liver to me. Oh, it's here.
The gallbladder. It stores bile produced by the liver.
I wasn't paying attention, was I? I already took the liver out. Silly sod. See, I didn't do well in biology.
Now on either side where the liver was located, you should see the lungs. They are made of a spongy tissue, like your lungs.
Ooh.
Now remove them with the forceps and look at them closely using the
magnifying glass, of course.
Adult frogs have lungs. Tadpoles do not. But even adult lungs are so small that many frogs also use their skin for gas exchange.
Oh, you nearly put that down on a little table there, Wendy. Could have been perilous. Oh.
Curving below where the liver was located is the stomach.
Stomach.
It looks like a large whitish tube.
Oh.
Go ahead and remove it with your forceps.
It's got a funny line down it,
Frogs
Wendy. Look.
swallow their food whole, so the frog's stomach is a little more elongated in its body than a human stomach would be. The deep grooves in the stomach are used for mechanically
graphic.
up the food.
Good. I'll pop that down there. Next.
The stomach connects to the small intestine.
Small intestine.
The first section, or duodenum, is fairly straight.
Oh, yeah.
But the rest of the intestine is coiled and held in place by a blood vessel-filled membrane called the mesentery. Now, go ahead and remove the small intestine with the forceps.
Oh, I've done that already. Do you want me to put that back a minute?
The small intestine is where chemical digestion and absorption of nutrients occur.
Just going to take it all out. Look, Wendy, we're on it. Next.
The small intestine eventually narrows to the point where it meets the shorter, broader, large intestine.
I cheated a bit there. I didn't really go in.
Into a chamber called the cloaca. The cloaca is the last stop before
this is proper educational. Full on, isn't it?
The cloaca is also
she said
a
anus.
common collecting
Such
chamber
a child.
for urine and sperm or egg cells. All three will exit through the cloaca.
Jolly good. Next.
Near where the small intestine was located is a small, round, reddish spleen. Go ahead and find it.
Tiny. Looks like a bit of earwax,
In
Wendy.
the frog, the spleen stores blood and is considered a part of its circulatory system.
These are sort of floating in the air. Can't put that one down on the table, look.
Now go ahead and locate the coiled tubes of the oviducts. If the eggs in the ovaries are not fully developed, the oviducts will be small and tightly coiled. Yours will probably appear larger. The oviducts carry the eggs to the cloaca where they
look like earphones.
Frog fertilization is an external process. Once the eggs are fertilized, they are usually left at the bottom of the stream or the river to develop on their own. In order to protect them, the egg masses will have a jelly-like covering.
Okay.
Now the kidneys are flat, oval-shaped organs on the back wall of the body cavity, usually beneath the ovaries. Go ahead and find them.
Why has all this stuff gone back in? I'm really confused. We've got to get all this other stuff. All this stuff went back in. There's the lungs, lot. Just going to have to get all this crap out of the way, Wendy. I don't know what happened. Everything just jumped back into the frog. And now, there we go.
Kidneys, like in your body, will filter blood and create urine. The urine is then sent to the bladder for storage until it is excreted through the cloaca.
Good. What else? Why is that? Oh, look, I can take all these bits out as well that I'd already taken out. Can't seem to grab hold of that. There's more. Is that everything, Wendy? Where's the button? Where's the talkie button? Oh no, here we go. What? That's funny looking, isn't it? Bloody funny looking thing.
Lastly, the testes. Male frogs will have these bean-shaped testes attached to the kidneys.
I thought we had a lady frog. I'm so confused.
Now your specimen is
Wendy,
female,
I feel like I missed a
so
step.
You will not see them. But situated in the male body, they will look like this.
Don't even know what I'm holding anymore, Wendy. I feel like I missed a bit when the frog just suddenly all went back in again, didn't it? I think that's it. I think we're done.
So hopefully after today's lesson,
I've
you
learned
have
so
a
much.
better understanding of how a frog's systems work. And now you can also begin to see how similar life is. Even a small amphibian like a frog and a complex mammal like you have structures in common.
I'm not that complex, Wendy.
This resemblance is a common theme in biology. Now that we have looked at the organs, it's time to begin cleanup. Make sure all of the equipment is back on its tray.
It is,
I will dispose of the frog properly.
Well, the frog's already gone.
I hope you've enjoyed today's dissection, and I will see you next class.
I had a cracking time. What are we going to do next time? Elephant? Oh, look, you get to take your frog home with you. What is that? What is that? What have I got there? Don't know what this is. What is that? Is it like a flask? Look, there's other stuff. I don't know why they've suddenly appeared. There's all manner of test tubey type things. Look. But I'm going to take him home with me because he's just great. Look, you can make him look really weird. Doing. Doing, doing, doing. So there you go. That was I've forgotten the title of the game and it's nowhere to be seen. Dissection Simulator, was it? Frog Edition. And there you go. There he is, back to normal, doing his thing. We'll just leave him there. He can sit. Oh, he can't sit on there. But yeah, put the table back down. Oh, up, steady on, mate. There we go. Whee! Thank you for watching. Bit of an odd one, that, wasn't it? Bit weird. What are you doing, Richard? Play some normal games, mate. Anyway, please like or indeed dislike and consider subscribing because I do other stuff that's as pointless as this or slightly less pointless than this that may be worth your watching. And I'd be very, very grateful. And do take care of yourself. Thanks again. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Ta-da.